What's good, y'all? Buckle up, coming through on a quick drive special. Big ups to everybody already subbed in. Appreciate it all. If you haven't already subbed in, sub in and welcome. You all are definitely welcome. And of course, if you feel what I'm talking about, make sure you hit that like sign before you get out of here. Hit that like sign before you get out of here. Of course, I got games for y'all. When I get them to you, take the money off the floor. And as always, Sports Prediction 101 Cash App link is in the description box for those who win and want to show love. Now, let's get to the chart. Let's get to what we in here to chop it up about, y'all. So, BFTB, aka Bark for the Bone, can't let it go, I see. Damn. Thanks for the link over on Instagram. That was the link for his show. Y'all, the person who sent it over there, you already know I wanted to see that. Appreciate it, no doubt. Appreciate it. As long as he keep lying, we gonna stay on this motherfucking helmet till that bitch crack. You feel me? We gonna stay on your helmet till it crack. You mute button pushing ass nigga. Begging ass nigga. Begging motherfuckers to come to your motherfucking channel to push the mute. Come to your panel to push the mute button. Nigga, learn how to answer comments from, I see all them different dudes be coming in your comments. You asking everybody to run to your motherfucking panel for you to hit the mute button, because you already know what was coming when you decided to continue to go in with this shit with Brian Norman. You continue to run this situation with Brian Norman because you wrong. You feel me? And check this out, y'all. If Turk paying for these fighters, if Turk paying for these fights to be made, only Turk know how much he paying the fighters, right? Only Turk know how much he paying the fighters. That go for Devin Boots or Brian Norman. BFTB don't work with Turk. And again, you always put yourself in something that you have nothing to do with. You're not an insider. YouTube don't make you an insider. You're not an insider. Shut the fuck up. And go to Brian Norman Sr. If y'all need to hear after this video, once I finish talking about everything we're going to talk about, you might want to go to Brian Norman Sr. on BFTB helmet and my shorts. Go in my shorts and look for that Brian Norman Sr. on BFTB helmet if y'all haven't seen it. And you will find out he mad because Brian Norman Sr. said that he looked like a character. He said that man looked like a character. Yeah. Goofy nigga talking about he didn't know Brian Norman had words for him after he put him off his panel after having him on mute. You know, the mute button specialist. Put the man on mute, thought he was going to talk shit and bring him back and forth and all that dumbass shit. He rolled the fuck out. And guess what? He know plenty of people told him that night that Brian Norman Sr. went over on Tay Jones' channel and tore you a new asshole. He knew that. He tried to act like, hey, I didn't know this man been out here talking. He was saying something about me. He didn't do this. Shut your goofy dummy ass the fuck up. You knew what the fuck. You knew the fuck he had some shit to say about you that day he couldn't get through when you kept muting him on your motherfucking channel. Always begging for a motherfucker to come somewhere for you to mute him. Shut your goofy ass the fuck up. Then you lying again. He on the same show over there right now talking about lying, saying Bozy know him. Bozy know me. Me and Bozy go way back. Bozy don't know shit about you. None of these people don't know shit. How all of a sudden all these people know you and all y'all from different states? How do they all of a sudden know you? What the fuck is you talking about? Y'all go way back and they know of you. They know you and this and that. What the fuck is you talking about? You don't even have the courtesy to say they might know of me because of me talking on YouTube. You talk like y'all got relationships. You a goofy ass nigga. You a lying ass goofy ass nigga. And Norman never disrespect. Bozy never disrespect Brian Norman in the type of ways that you have. Stop trying to use Bozy for the bid. Stop trying to use Bozy for the bid that you made with Brian Norman Sr. Sounding like a bitch. That's what you sound like. A bitch. Keep hollering. Bozy. Why don't he say that to Bozy? Why don't he say that to Bozy? Bozy wasn't over there running his mouth about that man like he know him and all this other dumbass shit, that goofy shit that you was doing when he popped up on your ass. He said when he popped up like Candyman. Bozy wasn't doing that type shit. He remind you know who BFTB remind me of? A motherfucker. You know the motherfuckers that just can't admit when you wrong. If you wrong, oh my bad. My bad. All right, you got me on that. Yeah. He remind me of a chick that was driving in front of me. I watched her motherfucking ass run the motherfucking red light. Me and several other cars behind that was all behind her. We all watched her run the motherfucking red light. She run the motherfucking red light and smacked the shit out the car coming out the side street that had the green light. She smacked the shit out the car. She jumped out the car going crazy. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my God, what the fuck you don't know what the fuck you doing? Going nuts, losing her mind. Nigga in the passenger seat of the car that she hit. It was a girl driving the car that she hit. Nigga in the passenger seat. Nigga get out the car, come around to the girl like, fuck wrong with you? Why is you geeking like you is? You just ran the red light. She's like, what the fuck is you talking about? What the fuck is you? Camera right there. All of us watched her run the red. What the fuck is you talking about? She hollering all this shit. Then she call a nigga on the FaceTime. She gonna put a nigga on the FaceTime, pointing at the nigga she was talking to that got out of the car talking about, this nigga out here talking shit like he wants some trouble, like he wants some... Yeah, bitch did all that shit. You know, the only thing I could think in my mind, an old dude came over there and told the nigga, go get back in the car, she crazy, blah, blah, blah. They told the girl, stay in the car, don't worry about her. And he said, you see that motherfucking camera? That camera gonna bring the whole story back. And she was driving the nigga car that she caught on the phone. And I wonder what ever happened when the nigga found out through the camera that she ran that motherfucking light and wilded out like she did. A motherfucker who know you wrong, just won't just admit, yeah, you wrong. So, BFTB, bark for the bone, shut your lying, pussy-made ass the fuck up. Still trying to tell his subs him and Brian Norman was close friends for years. After Brian Norman then told all of us he don't know your lying, lame, goofy ass. Why would they need to reach out to you? You not the connect. You not the connect to boxing. Who the fuck told you that? Who the fuck told you that? When you got motherfuckers out here like Ellie Setback that make you look like a fucking roach in this shit, that look like you ain't even around. Who the fuck told you that? What the fuck make you think people gonna believe that? And he didn't even stamp it for you, you goofy ass dummy. When it when it came to, what was I going to tell you? When it came to that motherfucking drug test, your lame, goofy ass shouldn't have been out here running your motherfucking mouth as if you was involved, and you not. That's where you fucked up. I seen my guy come in your motherfucking comments and tell your dumb ass that. I seen him come in the comments and tell you where they seen that motherfucking show. Yeah, it's a lot of niggas that be listening to me that be popping up on your shit now. Yeah. Coming through to see what the fuck I'm talking about and see, yeah, I'm saying some official shit. So, like I told your pussy fraudulent bitch ass, you don't work for VADA. You don't work for VADA? Do you got some proven paperwork that show VADA got any kind of connect with you? You do not work with VADA. VADA employees don't know you, and your lame donut dummy ass, is not known. It's crazy that YouTube gave you a platform and you really officially think you a Michael Jackson motherfucker right now. You dumb as a motherfucker. He keep telling y'all this nigga know him. He mad. Can you believe that a nigga fussing? Can you believe you be fussing with a nigga that told you he don't know you and you know you don't know him? And the only reason you just trying to uphold something with your subs to make them think you telling the truth? You're a denial lying ass nigga, yo. We just won't say you don't know the man. He keep telling y'all he know this nigga. Like, and he keep telling y'all he know this nigga. And the nigga know him like he Chris Brown or some motherfucking body. Shut your pussy made goofy ass the fuck up. You ain't put no motherfucking Brian Norman on to shit. You ain't make Brian Norman. Who the fuck is you? You ain't got yourself nowhere. You ain't got yourself nowhere. So how can you get Brian Norman somewhere? Where the fuck was you at when Bob Arum found out about Brian Norman and signed him to Top Rank? Where the fuck was you at? You ain't have shit to do with that. You not the reason Brian Norman Jr. in the position that he in right now in life. I can see why Brian Norman Sr. would want to break your motherfucking jaw on sight, calling him all kinds of bitches because you mad you got caught lying about saying you started Brian Norman Jr. career. And you're the reason that anybody ever get to know who he is. You be having live shows with 300 people. Yo, you be having live shows with only 300 motherfuckers in there, yo. 300 people, yo. Even if you had 1,000 people, that ain't even a lot of people still. You act like you a $5,000, $10,000 lot, 10,000 people head type of channel. That's how you talk. Like you be having 10 bands, 20 heads on 20,000 heads on your channel when you talking. The fuck wrong with you? Like you really doing something for somebody. You got live shows with 300 people in there, and you think you started Brian Norman Jr. career. As if you groomed them and got them started in boxing and got them to connect with Top Rank. That's how you talking. That's how you sound. That's what you sound like on that live. That's what you sound like. You a lying ass fuckboy. Talking about Brian lied when we can plainly see you the liar because you told your subs you grew up close to Tank. You told them you grew up close to Tank on Tank Peoples around him, which was another lie. You keep lying about all these different fighters and coaches and all this shit. You told us that Dazn cut you the report on pay-per-views. You said the Zone cut you the report on the pay-per-view, and you only. You the only person that they passed the report to because you tell all of that. You tell us this shit because you've been jealous of Steve Kim and Dan Raphael and Rick Glazer. You mad at the fact he can't have their positions. They say Rick Glazer was capping. Oh no, they say Rick Glazer was laughing his motherfucking ass off when word got back that you said Dazn gave you the pay-per-view count job. You realize all these different things you piled up and said over a year? All because of a YouTube platform? You said that Dazn gave you the job and they gave you all the information. Basically, they gave you the job because you said they're giving you all the information. Top secret. Only for BFTB, a.k.a. Bark for the Bone, the YouTube guy that has never been an insider to the sport of boxing. Like I said about Champ Side, never been on TV, national TV. You never been in a motherfucking newspaper. You never been in a magazine. You never been involved with nothing. But all of a sudden you get on YouTube and you involved with everything. You a lying ass fuckboy. That's what you is. A Pinocchio. A Pinocchio. Of course, Brian Norman Sr., when he say he never knew you, you never had, Brian Norman Sr. said that he never knew you and you never had his number. Why would we not believe that? That's very trueable. That's true. That would be more true than false because y'all motherfuckers didn't even grow up in the same state. Of course we're going to believe him. I seen my guy Kobe Myers, like I said in your comments, and tell your goofy, lame, dummy ass that Brian Norman was on the Tay Jones channel telling us how you was lying on July the 18th, 2025 about they wasn't signed up for VADA when they signed up for VADA on July 10th, 2025. And he said the same thing on Boxing Voice. And that's why BFTB told his mods to 86,000 Kobe Myers. Begging motherfuckers to hit his link so he could hit the mute button. Or he want to put you out his channel. Shut your bitch ass up about hitting the link and respond to the motherfucking comments you see from the people in your motherfucking comments, goofball, who you call trolls. Don't nobody gotta click your lame ass link to have you clicking a mute button. They have you clicking a mute button to put on a show. That's all you clicking the mute button to do is to put on a show as if that got you some kind of win on what you was arguing about or debating about, whatever you want to call it. Like Brian Norman said, you holler with passion as if that means that you telling the truth and you lie about 90% of the information that come out your mouth. Like all the lies I just told you that you lied about. Yeah. You wasn't with Brian Norman Jr. or Sr. on July the 10th, 2025 to say where the fuck they went or what the fuck they did on that day. And again, you don't work with VADA. You never called him out on no lie because you don't do the testing. And we all know that. And what Bill tell you don't count because Bill is the ops to Norman. Bill is the ops to Norman, you goofy ass cornball. And Bill not paying Brian, Turk paying him. Devin not paying Brian neither, Turk paying him. Then he gonna ask Kobe, do he want to bet? As far as the testing shit, gonna ask him, do he want to bet when you already owe niggas money. You already owe a slew of niggas money from that night. From July the 18th when you lied and said they wasn't signed up for VITA, you already owe niggas money. Lame ass lemon nigga. Using the internet to be somebody you not. And you wouldn't dare respect Brian Norman Sr. in person like he did on his live, like he over there doing on the live right now. He say Brian got on the live and talked like he said Brian gets on all these shows, or he got on his live or whatever. I don't know what he talking about. He say, and he talk like he the most thuggish. He talk like he the most thuggish when that's what this pussy nigga do daily. You do that shit every motherfucking day, daily. How could you dare even think to say somebody else do some shit like that when that's all the fuck you do daily? So what? He got direct access to what he already told you was a rinky dink ass channel of yours. So talking about he got direct access to my, like he said, so what? He got direct access to your rinky dink ass channel that never did shit for him. Never did shit for putting him in the position that he in now. That they in now. They players with major figures. Living in big homes, driving big cars, doing big shit. Major figures. And you're lame, dummy ass, acting like you doing the same thing. Shut your dummy, donut, goofy ass the fuck up. I definitely thought I'd drop that for the Normans, just in case the Normans don't get a chance to respond right now. And Brian Norman is not getting nothing, he ain't getting nothing for fighting fucking Devin but a bag. That's it. Devin is a motherfucking nobody at 147. He ain't no motherfucking champion. He haven't came to 147 and took no motherfucking belts. He not offering Brian Norman Jr. nothing. He not offering him nothing but the opportunity to beat his motherfucking face up and do him the same way Ryan did him. That's all he offering. Then he lie and tell y'all Norman getting more than he would have got to unify with Boots at 147, which is a motherfucking lie. After he said it, he gonna say, shh, shut your goofy lying fuck boy ass, yes man ass nigga the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You know what the fuck he talking about? Shh, shh. Like he worked with, so shut the fuck up, goofy ass nigga. Turk would have put a major bag up for that motherfucking fight, and none of us don't know what the fuck it would have been if Boots had unified with Brian Norman. But this is why his so-called trolls want to see Devin lose anyway. Because of talk like that. This is why. This is why these fighters, people lose respect for these fighters when this goofy ass nigga talking for them. This nigga lie and say shit he has no proof on at all. None. He holler Brian Norman and his son reached out to him to get some advertisement. But guess what, y'all? He can't even go to the live shows or videos to show us where they hit his channel and ask for his help. Show the proof. Go pull a receipt on the video when Brian Norman Sr. or their son, they jumped on the video and said, "Oh, we love your channel. We need your advertisement and all that." Show the video. Goofy ass nigga, cause you a lying ass lame. And the only reason he did the fucking live show, lying like he was, just now talking about they was begging for him to help him and all that type shit, help him in their boxing career and all that shit. He did that shit to try to get Brian Norman Sr. to come to his channel for views. That's what he was trying to do. This motherfucking bark for the bone, aka BFTB, is a delusional ass bum that wanna be in position. A delusional ass bum that wanna be in position. Only position he gonna ever hold is the position of a motherfucking yes man under 78 Sports TV on YouTube. That's the only fucking position your goofy dummy ass gonna ever. That's the only position you will ever hold. And look, y'all, don't forget to go to that short and my receipts that's entitled Brian Norman Sr. On BFTB helmet. Go find that. If you haven't seen that short yet, make sure you go see that short. You can hear what Brian Norman had to say about this goofy ass nigga. Other than that, see y'all on the Get Back.
Niggas know that shit was fake news. Niggas know I never was a peasant. Niggas never been a peon. Play a coach like Dion. I can run it to you, I can put you on. I'm just trying to get to the money on. Get the money, that's what we on. Pussy niggas getting peed on. Got a $500 G on. Got the skateboard LVs on. Take $100, break a weed on it. I can take a brick and put a 3 on it. I can take a brick and make it double up. I can make a bitch and buy another, but people told me had to switch it up. Niggas know I'm moving like Donald Trump. Niggas know I'm moving like the president. Niggas know my niggas move militant. Niggas know the killers move silent.
Well, 4 men are accused of pumping deadly drugs into communities throughout Maryland, and police say they are stashing drugs in upscale apartments, then putting them into the hands of street-level dealers. Alexa Ashwell has a search for 2 members in tonight's Maryland's Most Wanted.